This is no joke, folks. The courtroom has turned into a battlefield, and guess who just emerged victorious? Kirk Frost. But wait, this isn't just some legal paperwork. This is the last straw for Jasmine. And let's just say that after months of back and forth, messy accusations, and general mayhem, she might want to start packing her bags. Trust me, Jasmine's entire world is collapsing as we speak. The real question is what happens now. Did Kirk just ruin Jasmine's entire life with this one move? How is Rashida responding to all of this drama? Why are people saying that this isn't over yet? Buckle up, because we're going to delve into all the jaw-dropping, career-ending details of this messiest court battle yet. Let's just say that Jasmine's face went pale when the judge read that verdict. He's making sure Jasmine faces the full force of the law after her reckless attack on his house. This isn't just a small argument or reality TV drama. This is a full-fledged legal battle, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Jasmine believes she could enter Kirk's life, cause chaos, and leave unpunished. Oh, she must have forgotten who she was playing with. Let's go back a little. Angry and frustrated, she pulled the most surprising stunt of all. She attacked Kirk's house. By attack, we don't mean a few scathing remarks or passive-aggressive texts. No, witnesses claim that she arrived at Kirk's house like she was prepared for battle, hammering on doors and screaming at the top of her lungs, demanding to see Kirk. Neighbors reportedly watched in disbelief as she attempted to break in, creating a whole spectacle in front of the entire community. But this time the cameras weren't rolling. The consequences were going to hit hard, and Kirk didn't waste any time in calling the authorities to make sure everything was documented. Additionally, remember that Kirk had been dealing with Jasmine's drama for years. This wasn't just a random outburst, it was the breaking point. He wasn't going to allow her to continue tarnishing his reputation. And more significantly, he wasn't going to allow her to interfere with his family life any longer. So what did he do? Well, he retaliated with full force. To start, he filed a restraining order against Jasmine, which implies that she is legally prohibited from approaching him or his family. However, Kirk didn't stop there. He went one step further and slapped her with a huge lawsuit. We're talking harassment. Kirk is making sure Jasmine pays for everything she has done, including trespassing, property damage, and even emotional distress. Now, let's discuss the receipts because, according to sources, Kirk was well prepared. Security footage from that night shows everything, including the screaming, threats, and frantic attempts to enter, and Kirk's legal team is using it to create a solid case against her. This isn't just hearsay, it's cold, hard evidence that could totally ruin Jasmine in court. And if you think Kirk's attorneys are being fair, think again. They are attempting to get the worst punishments possible. And if they are successful, Jasmine may face some grave repercussions. But wait, where is Rashida in all of this? We all know that Rashida has already experienced enough drama because of Kirk's previous transgressions, but this time she is making it obvious that she is standing by. Rashida is tired of Jasmine showing up and causing trouble. She's tired of the headlines, the gossip, and the embarrassment. She's done playing nice and wants Jasmine out of their lives permanently. But things get even stranger because, according to her man insiders, she fully supports Kirk's decision to pursue legal action and has been pushing him to put her all into this lawsuit. Rumor has it that Rashida plans to countersue Jasmine. Jasmine is attempting to change the course of events by claiming that Kirk is the one harassing her. According to some sources, she even has her set of evidence that she is prepared to present in court. However, the real question is whether she has a case or if this is just another desperate attempt to remain relevant because, let's face it, Jasmine has a reputation for stirring things up. Whenever things seem to be calm, she manages to bring Kirk's name back into the news. Kirk has had enough of this by this point, so the lawsuit isn't just about what happened that night. It's about everything, the drama, the stress, the mess Jasmine brought into his life. And it's all coming to a head. This time, Kirk is making sure she doesn't escape unscathed. Let's discuss what might actually occur if Kirk prevails in this case. First, Jasmine might face a severe financial penalty, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages, as well as a permanent restraining order, which would prevent her from ever again approaching Kirk, Rashida, or their home. If the judge truly wants to punish her, she might even go to jail. The potential effects on their son, Canon, this isn't just about Kirk and Jasmine anymore. It's about their child. If Kirk is able to demonstrate that Jasmine is unstable and dangerous, it could have a significant impact on their custody arrangement. Kirk might end up with full custody of Canon, eliminating Jasmine entirely. From here, there's no doubt that this case is just getting started, and Kirk's legal team is preparing for it. The world is watching to see how this war ends, and Jasmine is about to realize that playing with fire has consequences. The court date has been set, the evidence is stacked, and you haven't even heard the worst of it yet, because just when you think Jasmine can't make things worse for herself, she does something that will leave everyone stunned, and I promise you that you won't want to miss what happens next if you thought. Jasmine's drama had reached its climax, and you're not prepared for what's about to happen. Just when Kirk Frost believed he had the upper hand in this battle, Jasmine made a move so rash and completely chaotic that it might have ended her life. Instead of trying to clean up the mess she made, she's doubling down and acting like the victim after that crazy scene outside Kirk's house after the police got involved after she was hit with a lawsuit, and she's still talking. But she's also out there playing the sympathy card as if her life depended on it. And the worst part is that she's taking it personally. According to public sources, Jasmine has been contacting media outlets and blogs to try to slant the story in her favor, portraying herself as the victim and saying Kirk has been mistreating her. Jasmine is now claiming that Kirk has been mentally and emotionally abusive to her, saying that he is the true villain in this situation. As if that weren't enough, she is also hinting that she has more secrets about Kirk that she is ready to reveal, because you already know what happens when a messy situation is put in the hands of the internet. Rumors start to fly. We all remember how this whole mess began in the first place. Kirk had an affair with Jasmine behind Rashida's back. A whole child came out of it, and it nearly destroyed his marriage. So it's not like people are running to defend him. But here's the thing. Kirk is not about to defend himself. The blogs are tearing it up, and suddenly people are out there arguing whether Kirk is the really bad guy. Let Jasmine rewrite history. No, he's making sure the truth is known. He has receipts, by the way. You may recall how security footage showed Jasmine win outside his house. Now, Kirk's team is working to make that footage public. If Jasmine wants to play the victim, Kirk is going to expose her true victim status. And let's not forget about the legal issues that Kirk's attorneys have been addressing. The clock, and based on what we're hearing, they're trying to hit Jasmine where it hurts. They're bringing up all of her past mistakes and using them to paint a picture of someone who is completely insane. Let's just say they have plenty of material to work with, because this isn't the first time Jasmine has pulled a wild stunt. You all remember how she used to show up at Rashida's store without warning in an attempt to force a confrontation, or how Kirk's team is bringing all of that to the table, and the judge isn't playing around with Jasmine, according to what we're hearing. She would post cryptic messages on social media that hinted at all kinds of drama just to get people talking. Oh, and let's not forget the time she tried to play the good mom card only to have it revealed that she wasn't even regularly seeing Canon. In addition to the financial penalties, even though she will undoubtedly lose a lot of money, there is a very real chance that she will be imprisoned given the way this case is progressing. Speaking of money, let's discuss how Jasmine's finances will be severely impacted. As you can see, one of the main issues Kirk's lawsuit is focusing on is emotional distress and damages, and if the judge rules in Kirk's favor. In contrast to Kirk and Rashida, who have several businesses and a consistent income, Jasmine has been struggling and has been trying to maintain the appearance that she is living a luxurious lifestyle, but in reality, it appears that she is barely making ends meet, which is why people are claiming that this is the true reason Jasmine could be forced to pay thousands or even hundreds of thousands in fines. It's causing drama, but it's not just about Kirk. It's about survival. She sees this lawsuit coming and knows she's going to lose a lot, so she's frantically trying to find a way to change the story. That's why she's rushing to blogs, threatening to expose Kirk, and trying to make people feel sorry for her. But let's face it, who is actually falling for it? Jasmine's history speaks for itself at this point. Rashida is acting like the victim now that things aren't going her way, but people aren't buying it. If anything, this is only making her look worse. Additionally, this whole situation isn't just affecting Kirk and Jasmine. Rashida is once again being drawn into drama that she didn't ask for. If you think Rashida is going to just sit back and let this woman continue to cause chaos, think again. Rumor has it that Rashida is pressuring Kirk to make sure Jasmine is legally, financially, and publicly shut down. Rashida is exhausted, and it's difficult to blame her because eventually Kirk and Rashida have worked hard to rebuild their marriage. They've had to endure years of scandal and unending criticism and public humiliation. And now that they're finally in a stable place, Jasmine is trying to destroy everything once more. But Kirk is making sure that she never gets another chance to ruin his life again. But the real question is, does Jasmine really have something on Kirk? Based on her recent behavior, which suggests that she is hiding some shocking secrets, is it possible that she has something that could harm Kirk? Or is this just another desperate attempt to stay relevant? Because let's face it, if Jasmine truly had something, she wouldn't have dropped it by now, given how she keeps bringing it up and using it as leverage. Yes, that's a big red flag that she's just bluffing. But if, and this is a big if, she does have some dirt on Kirk, things could get even messier. From what we're hearing, Kirk's legal team is confident that Jasmine doesn't have anything that could actually hurt Kirk in court, and they're prepared to put an end to it all if she tries to bring up old rumors or made-up allegations. So where does this leave Jasmine? Well, she's being sued, her finances are in ruins, the public is against her, and the worst part is that this is just the beginning of her downfall, because believe me, what's coming next is going to ruin her completely. If you thought Jasmine was already in serious trouble, wait, because what's going to happen next is going to shatter whatever little bit of. After all of the back and forth, the drama, the threats, and the media stunts, Jasmine truly believed she could manipulate the situation to her advantage by painting herself as the victim and turning the public against Kirk. However, she was unaware that Kirk was playing an entirely different game because while Jasmine was occupied with trying to spin her little sob story on blogs, Kirk's legal team, she wasn't prepared when they finally presented her with the paperwork. Jasmine is now facing not one, but several lawsuits. Kirk's team didn't just target her for trespassing and harassment. They went all out, claiming defamation, emotional distress, property damage, and even a potential restraining order that would prevent her from ever again being near Kirk or his family. Simply put, this is legal action, and if Jasmine doesn't handle it properly, she might find herself in a situation from which she can't escape. But wait, it gets worse because while Kirk is handling things legally, Rashida, she's done being polite on the street, has been working behind the scenes to ensure that Jasmine is shut down completely. You see, Rashida has maintained her composure for years, and even when she had every reason to lose her temper, she remained silent. Even though Jasmine continued to cause problems, Rashida tried to be the bigger person when Kirk's affair first came to light. However, this was the last straw, according to sources, because she is making powerful calls to people who can ensure that Jasmine never again has the opportunity to work in this industry. Yes, Jasmine's small side businesses are her attempts to establish a brand. Rashida is ensuring that all of that goes away because, let's face it, no one in the industry will work with someone who is always creating drama, getting sued, and embarrassing themselves online. Now that Jasmine is panicking, she isn't thinking about what would happen if Kirk and Rashida actually fought back. She is running out of options, and her financial situation is looking dire due to the legal fees. Alone are piling up, and if she loses in court, she may have to pay thousands of dollars in damages. Let's face it, Jasmine doesn't have that much money. In contrast to Kirk and Rashida, who who have successful businesses, Jasmine has been making do with her social media influence and messy drama to stay relevant. But now everything is falling apart. And speaking of social media, people are dragging her because she once believed she could use it against Kirk. Indeed, that quickly backfired. As soon as the whole story was released, people stopped feeling sorry for her and began bringing up all of her previous messy behavior, reminding everyone that this isn't the first time she's attempted to cause drama. The general consensus was that Jasmine played herself, and even those who had previously supported her are now criticizing her, saying that she went too far because, let's face it, showing up at Kirk's house and attempting to involve the police are bringing this mess into the public eye once more, which is desperate. Let's take a moment to discuss Kirk, who is doing well despite Jasmine's life falling apart. He has been keeping a low profile, concentrating on his businesses, and letting his legal team handle the rest, which is, in all honesty, the best thing he could do because the less he interacts with Jasmine, the worse she appears to be, and Kirk is just relaxing, allowing her to ruin herself, and the best part is that his reputation is actually getting better as a result. People are beginning to realize that perhaps Kirk isn't the bad guy this time. Perhaps he was simply attempting to move on, and Jasmine was the one who couldn't let go. If that wasn't bad enough for Jasmine, she might have lost the one thing she truly cared about. Kirk is now vying for full custody of their son, Canon. Yes, he's officially pursuing legal action to ensure that Jasmine has no say in their child's life. And to be honest, given everything that has transpired, he might even win because, let's consider it, a judge will review all of this drama and determine that Jasmine is the stable, responsible parent. If Kirk wins, that will be devastating for Jasmine because, despite all of her flaws, the one thing she always had was her relationship with Canon, and she always used him as leverage as way to keep Kirk in her life. But if she loses that, then it's over for her. Additionally, this situation isn't just about Kirk and Jasmine. Word has it that some of her friends are turning against her. People get tired easily when they're surrounded by drama all the time. And now that Jasmine is officially in the spotlight, people are quickly separating from one another, including those who used to. At the end of the day, Jasmine thought she could manipulate the situation, play the victim, and come out on top. But instead, she lost everything. Her reputation was destroyed. Her finances were struggling. Her legal situation was a complete nightmare. And her relationship with Kirk and Canon was ruined. However, you are suddenly going silent because you would rather not be associated with the mess. To be honest, that tells you everything you need to know. The lesson here is that sometimes playing messy games will get you exactly what you deserve. Jasmine believed she was untouchable and that she could do whatever she wanted with no consequences. But now she's learning the hard way that actions have consequences. This drama may be gone forever, and to make matters worse, she has no one to blame but herself because Kirk didn't look for it. Additionally, if she doesn't find a quick solution, she might lose everything forever. What do you think? Did Jasmine go too far? Is there any chance she can move past this? Or is this the end of her? Please share your thoughts with me because this drama isn't over yet. If you thought it was crazy, just wait because things are only going to get messier. Do you think Jasmine can move past this? Or is this the last nail in the coffin? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you don't miss any updates on this bizarre issue. Stay tuned for the most recent information. You're getting tea.